Why, hello.
Hi everyone.
How
wow,
you doing?
We're so in sync.
I mean, we've been doing this for a long time.
It's so beautiful.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Just wanted to say up front that we are going to be talking about today's news, and that today's news is about Twitch London.
Very sad.
It is not about Florence. I saw somebody saying, "Oh my god, I hope Florence is okay," and I felt really bad because the title being like talking about things. Look at Florence; she's in fine spirits. Come on, Flo. Evidence of cat spirits being high.
She's
been zooming like a crazy cat today. All is well. Flo is a very healthy being.
Yeah, she's been fed. Auntie Sophie fed her today, so that was good.
All is well.
I am looking absolutely crazy because I just got out of the shower.
Yeah.
We didn't end up going to the gym. We actually got a message from our good pal Ben, who you guys may know, and he was like, "Do you guys fancy meeting up for a little beverage?"
Oh, cunt off!
What?
I fucking spelt it wrong. Oh, fuck me. Right, hang on. I have to redo my going live tweet. Don't just fuck off. Ah, fuck. Ah. Dickhole. Right, hang on. If you dare engage with that tweet.
How do you even spell it wrong? I can't even tell.
Fremolio.
Oh.
Fremolio.
Fremily.
Shut up. I literally will come and beat you up. Every one of you who's laughing, okay? That was a nice tweet.
It was great. It was good. It's still good. It's just a little bit wrong. Game Club, good to see you. Ash, how you doing? Evan the, Sass, Dean, John, Scooter, Lima Tilly. Hi, guys. How's it going, chap? Yeah, so as you guys may have seen from Twitter and various other places on the internet, YouTube, Instagram, the website itself, Twitch London is unfortunately over. It's done. It's finished. We're not doing it anymore, which is, very. I think the community got a bit of a gut punch today, which is fair enough. We've actually known for a bit, so it was quite intimidating telling everyone.
Right, I've redone my tweet. I'm deleting the original curse tweet. What this means is I need interactions. You have made a fool of me. Right, so hello. Hi, Gingerbeardy. Yeah, so we announced today that it was the end of Twitch London. It was the right time because obviously there were a lot of things to pull together for that. We had to make sure that all of our sponsors in the past, our friends knew that we kind of had to slowly shut everything down. We had to let Twitch know. So it's been something that we've been, moving in that direction for a little while. It wasn't something that we decided immediately, but I just sat down and Twitch London.
It's like, after TwitchCon has just been pretty not disastrous. It's been pretty rife with contention. I would say, because I think everyone still had a nice time meeting up and socializing with people. It just proves to me that one of the best parts about the events is the socialization. People. Every person's complaint about TwitchCon is the queues, the shit, the fucking all this, that, and the other, the safety, the fucking the vendor booths harming individuals and shit like that. And honestly, what I'm taking away from TwitchCon this year is that everyone was like, "Yo, I got to see my pals. That's the best part." And I'm like, that's literally what we wanted Twitch London to be, and I think that's what we actually succeeded in doing that. So
yeah, no, I think you're right. I think looking at everything, everything that's coming out of this TwitchCon is my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare. I don't know how the decisions at TwitchCon, and we've made a video about this. It's up on the Fremily Clips channel. We talked about it on stream, and then we clipped it and put it on YouTube if you want to see our opinions on that.
A common theme going forward.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Everything that went down with TwitchCon is truly my absolute worst fucking nightmare. And I don't understand why the decisions that were made. I don't understand why that fucking foam pit wasn't shut until 12 p.m. on day 3 after all those injuries. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I am happy that at least with Twitch London, we are going out with
some
a good record of everyone having a nice time.
And no one ever got COVID at our events. No one ever got seriously injured at our events. It was a safe place for people to socialize, and I'm very proud of it. Big proud of what you guys accomplished with LDN. Yeah, it was a good event. It was really good, and it just is a mixture. It's the Wombo. Do you know what? The Wombo combo extends beyond two things. Actually, I said on Twitter earlier, it was the Wombo combo of COVID, and a global recession, which is not even hit yet, was coming. But it's also the one couple of being in London, which is just insanely expensive.
Well, I'm not going to lie. We were just looking at events and venues, and I really loved the venue we used over the summer. But as I said in my video, hey Fixer, how you doing? As I said in my video, we didn't even come close to like breaking even on the last event. And, you know, occasionally that happens. You'll lose.
We would have. But sponsors, basically, it's hard. Right now, like with such like uncertainty in the air, it was hard to nail anyone down. And in the end,
it kind of went like there were several issues. Sophie got really bad glandular fever and was in hospital and all that kind of stuff at the beginning of the year. So that kind of delayed our planning, you know, beginning, because obviously the most important thing was making sure that Sophie was really healthy. So like that definitely delayed the start of some things, and it also meant that given that Ben was only part-time, it put a lot more work on Ben.
Speaking of which,
Ben, 58 months.
Thank you for the prime, dude.
You fucking legend. How you doing, Ben?
Chat, can we get some love in the chat for Ben, who is one of the organisers of Twitch London. Yeah,
we love Original Meat.
He was. I would say
you will remember him from all the digital meetups, and also, well, other than the ones where we were in full COVID lockdown, but even then, he was smashing eggs in his garden from afar. So,
Diadax, you have missed that we are ending Twitch London. That's basically the news of the day. We have decided that it's no longer feasible to continue, and we have decided to call it.
So it's happened in the past where you'll run an event and like. Because obviously you can never guarantee what's happening with sponsors until like everything's signed on the dotted line. And as I was saying, it wasn't just, you know, there were other aspects. There was obviously Sophie's like ill health really sucked, and obviously, you know, knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit in the sense of like obviously we're so worried about making sure that she's healthy and okay. That meant that, you know, organizing got delayed a bit, and then Sophie had some other health stuff which came off that, which really sucked. So there was just a lot going on there for her. And obviously when you're a team of 4 people and Ben's part-time and Fred and I are part-time because obviously we're streamers, it meant that, you know, with this year we reached out to a lot of people who were like, we're so interested in the summer event, let us know. And by the time we got there, it just wasn't like, it wasn't coming together the way that we wanted to. The event itself was amazing, and it was a really like happy, sad time for me. I loved the venue, and I was really sad because I was like, God, I want to use this venue. I want this to be like a regular home for us. They were really happy with us. They handled everything great, but it was kind of like a really lovely last event. Do you know what I mean?
We'd sort of outgrown, well, not outgrown, but we sort of like, we liked 26 League Street. Which is the one underneath Waterloo. It was a really good venue, really well located. You can't really argue with Waterloo as being central. And but it just didn't suit the summer. And one of the great things about League Street is that they would basically do it for bar spend.
For minimum spend, yeah.
So basically they were like, yo, if you spend such and such number at the bar, that's all the money you owe us. So basically you guys came and bought drinks, and that's how the venue got paid for. But unfortunately, with the summer venue, they were like, nah, we really don't do that. We need X amount up front. We're like, you know what? Okay, we'll do that, and we'll get money from sponsors, and it just ended up not happening. So,
well, it was also a case of like, obviously, with Sophie and Ben, you know, like we're paying them throughout the year on all of their hard work to come to the end of the event. But it wasn't just about the last event. It was just about the general direction we saw things moving. And when we were looking around for winter, obviously, we're thinking, right, well, okay, so even if we can't use the Woolwich workspace again and we go back to a cheaper space or whatever, like, can we make this work? And it was just like, there's so much risk, right, to do an event that isn't as good as we wanted it to be and isn't as safe as we wanted it to be, and isn't all the stuff that we wanted. To try and get us back to where we were before. And like, how much was the event space? I can't remember off the top of my head. They're usually in the vicinity of like,
I mean, I know. Do you want me to say?
I mean, should we say?
Well, it was, I mean, I'm not sure we...
Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It was
£300.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually between like 10 and 20 grand. The venues, and then you add everything on top of that. And obviously it wasn't just about the cost
and it was
of
cheap.
venues.
That's a cheap venue, by the way. I want to let you guys know.
Yeah.
That's cheap as chips.
Yeah.
Most venues are genuinely, we got quoted like 14 grand for car parks before.
Yes.
Salem!
Yes.
83
Salem,
months.
thank you so
Salem.
much for the tier 3
It's a game
sub.
giveaway, chat. If you guys want to win a free game, all you got to do.
Cyborg Cockmaster was 69 months.
Thank you, Cyborg.
Thank you, Salem. Thank you. Yeah, so I did say in my video that obviously Twitch has never, like, financially, you know, paid for any of the Twitch Londons, or paid into it or anything like that. And I felt like I tried to make that clear, but it's hard because obviously people call it Twitch London and all that kind of stuff. But that being said, I understand why Twitch were nervous. If they're not involved in the planning or the organization, they obviously are nervous about putting money into something, and then if something bad happened or whatever, you know, Twitch were very, very hands off. We signed a contract. They sent us some stuff. That was pretty much already interaction.
And meetups were never meant to be what Twitch London became. Meetups were supposed to be sort of like 20 people in a pub. It was supposed to be really casual, and we really laid the groundwork. Well, you really laid the groundwork for Twitch London being its own entity, for being its own sort of like huge thing. And now you see a lot of the other events are definitely not in a rude way. And I don't mean this like in mean spirited or anything like that, but definitely using Twitch London as inspiration and going forward. You know, we used to name our events. We used to call it. I mean, I came up with the Summer Bash, and that sort of like led the way for every event to have.
Every event had a name. Like everyone's events were doing the same kind of thing.
Party on the pitch and shit like that. So. So me coming up with some of it, and then all the other events they have names for all their events. And it's just
but if you look at everything that's coming out of TwitchCon this time and all of the danger and the injuries that are coming out of an event that they themselves ran, I think I can understand why. Obviously, you know, there are so many perfectly good reasons that they wouldn't want to financially support the event. Which one? That's the contract they offered. You know, that's the situation. I mean, in the first place, Twitch didn't even want Twitch London to exist. It took a good friend of ours who worked at Twitch basically being like, yo, come on, give him a freaking contract.
Medieval, Total War. Yeah.
Because we got a straight up, like, absolutely not.
We can actually talk about this because the person who did it left.
Yes.
So she left, and she was very against us having the events. We actually got a bunch of shade from their friends online, being like, you're not allowed to do that. And we were setting outbreaks. Like we were like, oh, it's going to be Twitch London, informal name. And they got really mad at us, and they were sort of like, no, it's not happening. And then I actually got a message from a good friend of ours, Chris Mead at Twitch, and Chris Mead is a good pal, known him for years. Mingly
based
in chat.
emote.
And he was like, oh no, I really like it. It's happening.
And I got a fucking contract within like 10 minutes. So he's a legend. The only reason it exists is because of him. Elvis! Woo! Also...
Ming Lee is the reason why Twitch London exists. Ming Lee and Emily. So big up both of those people.
Woo!
Big up you, Em.
Also, yeah, Ben said the last year or so just turned into trying to sell the events to companies who ended up having no money. Exactly. So you're spending hours and hours and hours of your time messaging people, setting up activations, and all the activations are quite personal and all this kind of stuff. And then eventually it becomes like, oh, actually, no, nothing's going to happen. And then, yeah, so, it, you know, and obviously that's a lot of wasted time, which isn't anybody's fault, but it just becomes part of it. Hey, chat, good news. We have pizza. Hey, Magic Matlock, how you doing? We bought pizza. We haven't eaten money yet. We haven't eaten money. We haven't eaten food yet. Woo! So we got some pizza. We got some gnocchi, because Fred made gnocchi last night, and it came out cursed. And it's really sad because it wasn't Fred's fault. It wasn't Fred's fault. We bought these really giant gnocchi from Aldi, and we thought they looked really good. And neither Fred... Oh, my God. What the fuck is this? That needs a bowl. You can't eat like that.
No, this is actually
That looks cursed. Take that away. Take it away. So, yeah, Fred bought these really gigantic gnocchi from Aldi, and they looked so good. They were like this big, right? And gnocchi are usually like that big. So we were like, oh, fuck yeah, giant ones. Let's go. And Fred made a really nice sauce. And then it turned out they were actually stuffed gnocchi, and they were stuffed with what tasted like herbs and pain. And it was rubbish. So, yeah, the actual, like, sauce was tasty, but the balls were sabotage. So I decided to buy some. They were so gross. They were supposed to be, I hadn't noticed they were stuffed, but they were supposed to be tomato and mozzarella, but they were actually filled with, like, a really dry red pesto. It was just nastiness. I like pesto, but the balls were sabotage, unfortunately.
Do you want to know the crazy thing, Em?
Yeah.
My sauce is actually better.
No!
My sauce...
So are you telling me I bought these to try and make up for yesterday, and these are going to be bad too?
They're not bad. The gnocchi is better, but
That's
my sauce is tastier.
It's pretty good.
No, it's not bad.
Like, I was expecting great disappointment.
No.
It's pretty good. We say herbs, not herbs. I'm not an herb. Fish the gnocchi out, put the gnocchi in Fred's sauce. Yes. It's been a stressful day today. So, yeah, we hadn't eaten anything yet. We got it a pizza. Ah, they didn't cut the pizza. What sabotage? We got it a pizza. Because we thought we would eat and chat and hang out with you guys and just talk about everything that went down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the early days, I'm not going to lie. I can talk about this a bit more now.
Yeah, feel free. This is like a... We can talk about it candidly now. There's no...
Yeah, we're doing emotional carbs.
The bridge no longer needs to be maintained. You can't burn it.
I'm not trying to burn any bridges. I'm really not trying to... I'm just being completely open and honest about what went down. So, yeah, you were the first sponsor of the very first Twitch London. You were the only sponsor at the very first Twitch London.
Conglomerate of unified. Just cutting it into 4 slices is fine, right?
No. Can you show them the size of the slices? Fred's like, that'll do, right? You can't eat that. Okay, so, right, death.
Press the button.
Yeah, we're doing some emotional carbs, and then we're gonna do a couple of emotional drinks with Ben later. But I just wanted to stop into you guys and talk.
Yeah, basically, so, you guys made Twitch London as much as anyone else.
Yes.
Everyone who supported Fremily, all those, and honestly, like I can say, really a big thank you to the mugs. You guys, and this is something that you guys we don't really talk about with you guys. We don't really talk money with you guys ever. Like we always say, money is for us to worry about. You guys just enjoy stream. But Fremily floated Twitch London.
Yeah.
For
quite a while.
Through COVID, for all the digital events. And we're very much aware that everyone who like supported the events during the digital events that we did were mugs. You know, you guys were the biggest supporters.
The mugs were the ones who were really there. And yeah, I love you guys for that. And thank you.
Cheers, guys.
I really tried to keep it. Oh my god, that's just tragic. That's absolutely tragic.
My t-shirt tasted this pizza before I did.
No! That's so sad. Shit, I don't know. I'm not having this. This pizza can't be trusted.
Wow. Typical. Is it tasty, shirt?
That pizza slaps.
It's such good pizza.
Very good. So, hi, Hot Rod. How you doing? Sorry, it's not really a regular stream today, but it's still important to talk about. Without digital events, how am I supposed to use up all these lemons? It's Ben, come round. We'll do lemon time. Let's go. Sophie still periodically mentions lemon time and its eternal suffering. So anyway, now we ate a lemon. But basically, we were running out of forfeits to do for charity fundraising, and we were getting desperate. So I suggested that we just ate some lemon, and it was just acid, pain, misery, and everyone was crying, and it was so bad. And I called it lemon time, and yeah, it was bad. Yeah, the Fremily charity streams will make a return. Lemons. So, it was basically when I was talking about Twitch. Yes, to start off, the person who like ran the meetups stuff was like, absolutely not. There will not be an event outside of US or Canada. Not going to happen.
Yep.
I was surprised because I was essentially like, oh, I was just doing it because I was like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
There was no TwitchCon EU then.
Well, there was no, yeah, it was literally like, because of TwitchCon America and Europeans being sad because it cost a fucking £1 million to go to America.
So people are like, oh, I never get to meet my friends, never get to meet my community. I'm really sad about it. So I was like, oh, what if I did this? What if we did like Twitch London and we got loads of Twitch people in a bar? And it went mental. Everyone was retweeting it and shit. And I was like, okay, cool, we're going to organise that. And then, yeah, the meetups team were like, no, kibosh on it. Then Ming Lee, Chris Mead saved our asses. Which was extremely poggers of him.
Love you both. Love you too, Ash. And yeah, so, no, Chris Mead was a G, absolute G. The person who worked for the meetups back then, bitch.
Not a G. So then after that, we had this weird relationship where, like, this person moved off. I don't even think this person that we were talking about actually worked on meetups at that point.
No, I think she just got lumbered with it.
She ended up getting thrust on meetups, which I don't think she liked. So anyway, we were in contact with somebody who was supposed to help out with meetups, and then we just, like, never got any response again. And for, like, 2 years, we just had no contact with Twitch.
We were just autonomous.
We had no contact with Twitch at all.
It was so weird, man.
We were like, all right, well, I mean, they weren't helping us with, like, planning, but we didn't, like, get any stuff.
We got given a bunch of rules, and then the fateful day came, the fateful event, Twickenham, where we had our logo on the Jumbotron at a stadium. And Twitch went, what?
So we had our logo. So we had headline sponsor was Sea of Thieves. And then next to it was the Party on the Pitch logo. And underneath it said powered by Twitch. And Twitch, after, like, essentially having, like, no contact for a really long time, I got a DM off a person who worked at Twitch at 3 a.m. being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I haven't really slept in 2 days, and I've just finished an event, so could we maybe arrange to have a meeting, like, on Monday? I don't really know what you want me to do about this now.
And they were like,
well, we've only approved for you to use the powered by Twitch statement with the approved Twitch London logo. So after that, I just never used Twitch, like, their logo or their name on anything, because I was just like, no thank you. Then they got mad at me for not using the Twitch logo enough, and I was like, babe, I'm having palpitations here.
They were like,
I don't know,
don't use our logo, but you have to use the logo in the one way we say, but also if you use it wrong, you're in trouble, but also if you don't use it enough, then it's not representative of Twitch. Like, it's our meetup. And we were like, yeah, but we're the ones who do everything, and you keep on yelling at us.
I'm confused.
We had to have a meeting, a genuine meeting over Zoom with one of Twitch's lawyers in America, and he was sort of like, he was really apologetic. Like, the lawyer was fine. He was actually nice. He's a little bit of a dick, but I think you have to be as a lawyer. Do you know what I mean? It was sort of like one of those things where he's been given the sort of like the skinny from up high.
He didn't care. He's just a lawyer. He's been paid by the hour.
But he was sort of like, guys, you need to not call it Twitch London. It's the community meetups powered by Twitch. You really, honestly, please stop calling it Twitch London. You're going to create confusion. People are going to think it's an official event. And then what fucking happens? From then on, they keep on fucking calling it Twitch London.
I get home from the shop and see you are live, and the first thing I do is open Twitch. I love you lot and you are all amazing. The events may be over, but the things they brought us are not gone. I just bought 100 bits for this message, then Twitch said you wanna donate some bits. How about no posty ghost update? 2 seconds pass and my bits are back. Twitch, this is not the time.
Hanging by a thread. So yeah, no, essentially, I got a lot of mixed messages. It was very confusing. It was difficult to make sure that you were pleasing everybody, because it just, from my perspective, always felt like we were very much like under scrutiny. Like, everything we did was like, what's this? What's that? And I was like, look, I am happy to discuss everything with you. I am happy to, like, be open about everything. But it was really difficult.
Well, I definitely got the impression that we weren't supposed to exist.
No. So I think that from Twitch's perspective, they were stressed out by how big we were, and I understand that, and that's what I was saying about them not wanting to give us any money, is I think on one hand, they didn't really want to, like, be, like, seen to be approving of us too much, and at the other side, I think that they were worried that what if something bad happens, and as you can see with TwitchCon, bad stuff does happen, and given that we were the ones planning it,
Wait, what's happening?
Given that we were the ones planning it and not them, and given that they weren't getting, like, they didn't have the time or the energy to really pay attention to, like, what we were doing. I mean, for like 2 years where I didn't hear from anyone, I found out the person who was working on meetups had actually had a really bad head injury.
Yeah.
And they just hadn't replaced him. So the reason I wasn't hearing anything from Twitch was that guy had basically was, like, in recovery from this terrible injury that he'd got. Oh. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, Noel, is I get it. Like, I wouldn't be sticking my name on shit that I don't know people are doing.
So yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, so like we're getting told off using the phrase Twitch London. They were like, you're not Twitch London, you're the community meetup.
Yeah, and then they decided, right? So I think some other community meetup, because I was organising it all via, what's the ticket site called?
Eventbrite.
And then they were like, no, you can't use Eventbrite anymore. And they were kind of saying like, oh, somebody is, like I guess like selling user data.
So basically, what I think happened is that on Eventbrite, you get all the information. So you can download people's emails and stuff like they sign up the user email. So what you can do as an event organizer is take the streamers' names, take their emails, and then sell them. And I think someone was doing that, or at least maybe Twitch were worried about that happening. But I mean, Twitch aren't really a proactive website. They're usually a reactive website.
Yes. So given that for years I'd organized it through Eventbrite, so then it was like, right, get rid of all of that. You have to send everything through the Twitch site, which was fine. I was like, cool, great.
Meetups.twitch.tv.
Honestly, it made us look more cohesive, right? Love that. Probably made it look more like it was officially a Twitch event, but like I don't know what. Like that was their decision. So we went via that, which like worked. But at the same time, that whole website was fucking cursed. It was so cursed.
It was so shit.
It was so cursed. And I am over the cursed website.
It was really bad. It was like it was so restrictive and it was so undeveloped and it was so like wedged in and like it had like areas for like ticket sales. Woo! We can't charge for tickets. Grew 32 months with the Prime.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so it was so shit. It was like, broke every time.
It was like, hey, you made this much money. It was always $0, right? Because we never charge for tickets. And I was sort of like, is there going to be an opportunity where we can charge for tickets? Like, what's going on here, Twitch? And they were just sort of, I think it was just like hodgepodge.
Yeah, and we had to like scan everyone in, and they didn't want to give us QR codes, and like, it was what it was. But like, it was a confusing like relationship that we all had together, and I am happy. I am actually probably my major relief from this whole thing is that I now have a much more traditional relationship with Twitch, which is that I'm a streamer they can continue to ignore and we can all vibe.
Bon.
Cheers. Yeah, standing outside the big top scanning tickets. Yeah. Did you need the Twitch name? I mean, I could have potentially changed from Twitch London to like a live stream meetup or something, but at the same time, I mean, that was a consideration that we had, you know, moving away from that. Yeah. But then setting up like a payment model and going from a free event to a charged event. And I, you know, it just felt like it was just another way of like trying to keep it on life support rather than.
It was a huge step to go from we're Twitch London to we're Stream London, Streamer London, Live Stream London. I don't know. Dr. Disrespect Fans London, yeah, there's like 4 of us and shit like that. So I don't know. It always felt like the name Twitch, like having Twitch linked to us was like definitely like a thumbs up. People were sort of like, you instantly knew what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah. Wait, he has fans? I don't know, man. I think he has like 1,800 hate watchers, maybe. London Mixer, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I definitely. It's definitely a bummer it's gone. Yeah. It's definitely shit. But for me and Emily, it's definitely it's all yours. Those 2 slices are yours.
I know, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to eat them at this exact moment.
But it is a bit of
beautiful fruit, it's very nice.
Thanks.
He's a good pasta.
It's a little bit what's the word? It's a load off, I guess.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing, is I tweeted out in my second successful tweet of the day, talking about the end of some things at the beginning of new ones. And that is that in my decision, like what we were going to do with Twitch London and ending it, I did feel like the conversation and the decision was made purely based on Twitch London, right? Like, we don't have the money, we can't go forward, we can't guarantee that we're going to get the money for the next event.
No.
We're going to put ourselves in a real hard spot, which we thankfully, you know, theoretically, if we'd have known we were going to do this, we'd have stopped doing the events at the beginning of this year. But I think that realistically, we didn't know that things were going to go the way that they went. We had successful events in the past, and our last event was all right. And we had so many sponsors come forward for that event that went for this. Oh my God. Okay, we can't do winter, but just tell us about summer. We want to be involved in summer. Let's fucking go. We have budget. And then just gradually, it just fades off. And I think that a lot of the drama. How much money do you guys need to run this thing?
Enough to make you shit yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you've got people who we pay. We've got an office that we have to organise from because you can't. Where am I going to put people? Which are just like monthly costs.
We got a bill for security, like a couple of weeks after an event one time, and that bill was thousands of pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really expensive. And yeah. So.
And I ain't rich.
No. Sitting in my rented flat talking about fucking it was really expensive. And at the end of the day, when you're not charging people for tickets and when people, I mean, I often also felt like people would compare Twitch London to like ticketed events, not free events.
I think people
and would be kind of like there was this weird like undercurrent from some people being like, well, I'd do more if I had the opportunity. And I'm like, babe, like Ben said, we spent so much time just trying to nail down sponsors. And yeah, I mean, obviously, what can I say, John? This is actually just the set on my private
And it was
yacht.
also really mentally difficult because basically you'd throw the best event you possibly could, and you get people complaining about the most inane shit. Like we had like a rave in a tunnel in London, and it was amazing, and so many people had a good time. And then like 2 people would say something negative, and your brain, it was hard to let that go. You'd hear 100 good things, and don't get me wrong, I'm so good at that now. Like hear it with streaming, but when it's an IRL thing, when it's something that you've like built up for months.
When it comes to my content, I think I've been doing it long enough, and honestly, the stream doesn't wear me down to a bone like Twitch London did. So when you've like worked your ass off and you've had to do a full sound and lighting install on a completely empty tunnel, because that's the thing, is the venue was free, but the venue also had fucking 10 grand's worth of sound and lighting put into it, so that it wasn't just like Twitch London in the tombs, you know?
I just don't think people realised how much
people
it cost.
would literally come up to me and like complain about just random shit, and I'd be like, guys, I don't know fucking what, I haven't sat down for 2 days, chill. Doom LDN. But the thing that would happen with that is that when you've like worked stuff down to a bone and you are just exhausted and you've like, you've not made any money and you're barely washing your face, you don't know how you're going to pay everybody next month and all that kind of stuff, and then somebody's like, I didn't like X, I didn't feel good about Y, and I'm like, guys, it's free, just come if you want to, right? Just come if you fucking want to, and don't if you don't. And then
we had so many people like
with the stream, like I posted a fucking thing being like, we made pumpkins on Instagram, and one of the 2 comments was like, people only watch your stream because of your tits or whatever, right? Some shit. When somebody commented like tits, like tit emoji, and then somebody else,
yours.
I mean, I'd hope yours, and then somebody else commented being like, oh yeah, that's the only reason people watch their stream, right? And like, obviously that's rude and shitty, but did that actually hit me? No. It's the most irrelevant bullshit I've ever heard in my life,
people
right?
tune in when I'm the only person on stream. Sometimes, like Emily took a day off the other day. It was just me. I still had like 200 viewers.
You were doing fucking sick. Obviously, friends, exactly.
Do you know
No, it's absolute shit, right?
People come for the fucking gun show, bro.
Hey, fair enough.
People come because when I get up to go get myself a drink, you know what I mean? When I get up to go, you know what I mean? That's what people tune in for.
That's what they're there for.
Cheeks.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Is that I can hear that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I don't like it. It doesn't make me happy.
No, of course not.
And I honestly just, in a lot of places, don't read the comment section. Just gets like...
But also, I know that people say things just to get under our skin.
Yeah.
They're saying things just to sort of make you feel bad. Online people aren't really people. Do you know what I mean? You guys, I love you guys, but when it's just like a random name I've never heard of, I'm just sort of like, who? And
well, that's why Twitch is better. That's what's good about Twitch. I'm actually like talking to you guys. You're real. You're here. But yeah, so like it definitely hit different when people would be like being rude about the event when you're like barely making it go every time, and you're like, I'm doing this for you guys, like I'm doing this for the love of community.
Well, we get
and there
so
was
many people.
So much suspicion. I'm secretly super rich. Twitch is paying me. Everybody's doing this and that. I'm on the inside track. Bitch, I'm just an ordinary person. I don't even understand. You know,
we used to have the Twitch London staff members come up to us, like the actual people who work at the UK office in for Twitch. Oh my God, you guys are doing so much. Oh, what can we do for you guys to make up for it? And I literally said, like I'd love some, like when after this, when we get back to streaming, because obviously this takes up so much of our stream time, I'd love a little bit of front page. And they were like, oh yeah, no. And it was like, we got like less, we get less privilege. We get less special treatment.
Yeah.
We got like negative special treatment.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people thought we had, and like you'd hosted the event.
People just get mad.
You host the event, and then someone would be like, "Oh, it was really boring," and I'm like, "Bro, if you come to an event where everyone is interested in gaming and Twitch, and everyone's a streamer, and there's loads of people there to meet, and there's a bar, and there's fucking music, and you can't have a good time, that's on you." But then people would be like, "Oh, it's really boring." I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" The end of Twickenham, because a couple of people at the end of Twickenham were like, "Oh, it was really boring." Went to the pub down the road. I'm like, "You can be an old man. You can be a 60-year-old bloke who fucking plays Rocket League for 20 hours a day. It's fine. You can do that. That's fine. If that's your end of Twitch, that's absolutely fine. Fucking go to the fucking." The Putrid Cock down the road, that pub, and have a good time.
The Fox and Pube. No, the Fox and Tomato for your cod and
the
pube.
The Fox and Tomato. But genuinely, at the end of this Twickenham event, when it started raining, and everyone is dancing
in the rain,
on Twickenham Stadium where the England rugby team play, fucking losing their fucking minds, how are you not having fun? Like, my God.
It was so good.
It was so bad.
Like, when you end the night with, like, fucking everyone losing their tits while 19 beers deep to Mr. Brightside in the rain. Like, it was fun. Like, come on. You know, but I do think as well, like, when you get a bunch of people who are a bit socially anxious outside, sometimes you're going to get some pushback that isn't really based on you. You know, that isn't, like, specifically based on what you've done. Hey, Pushcat.
Hey, yo, Pushcat, how you doing?
You know, at the end of the day, I think that people don't really understand that, like, not everything can be perfect for every single person. It's just got to try and be a good time. It's got to try and be safe. And I'm not going to lie, we were fucking... No! Oh my God, I just saw something and I'm going to cry. No. Oh, I'm okay.
Oh, are you okay?
I just read the tweet.
Oh, Lupac, you little shit. Oh, baby. Oh, so here you go.
I got show chat.
Oh, yes, Emily hasn't cried at all today. Oh my God, it's the most. When shit comes out of nowhere, it just fucking gets you, dude. Everyone yell at Lupac. Everyone have a go at Lupac.
Oh, what a son of a bitch! Why did I put eyeliner on? Danger! We're in danger. Okay. No, did you show them?
I'm about to show them. Chat. Look. I'll always remember all the awesome memories. Met so many old and new friends, Sheldon. You made it memorable time for each and every one of us. Absolute legends. We will forget. We will all be forever indebted to all of you. 0 more times.
Tunes, not
0 more tunes.
You fucking stupid son of a bitch.
Sorry, 0 more tunes.
Because there's always like one more song, right?
One more song.
Like, no more songs. That's it. That was the last one.
Oh, baby.
No, it's fine. Like, our relationship with Twitch was always basically the same. There was never any expectation of, like, money from Twitch or anything like that. I wanted to make it clear that I wasn't, like, taking Twitch's money and running off with it. Do you know what I mean? In my, like, video. It was so sad.
Timothy, thank you for the tier 2, bro.
Shit, Axel, were you not in the thread? You were supposed to be in the thread. Were you not in the thread?
You were supposed to be in the thread, Axel.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I made a thread of everyone who's worked. Sophie made it, actually, because she's a babe. Made a thread of everyone who'd, like, worked, like, done photography and shit like that, and I fucking must have missed you. I'm so sorry you found out this way.
You've been away?
I mean, if you were in it, that at least makes me feel better, because we did it yesterday so that everyone knew in advance that are, like, were in the team. If you were in and you just haven't checked Twitter, that makes me feel a bit better, but if not, I'm really sorry. It wasn't intentional. You've been such a fucking solid and awesome photographer the whole time. But Lupac should make me cry because he's a son of a bitch. I'm going to beat that man's ass.
Yeah, Lupac's a bastard. But yeah, Axel, so basically...
Oh, you just saw it. Okay, good. I was really worried we'd left you out. It's like always the worst thing when you're like, I'll try and let everybody who's like core know before it goes out. And then... But
yeah, basically, we basically Axel for all the things we missed. We basically have to. We've decided to call it on the Twitch London meetups.
And we're going out on a high. It was a really good one.
It's fantastic,
and I was really proud of it. I'm proud of everything that we've done, and I'm genuinely proud of like I know I talk a lot about trying to be safe and inclusive and all that kind of thing, and I know that there's no such thing as like perfect, and that's something I've always struggled with when it comes to events, is you can't do perfect.
No, you can't.
And it hurts because obviously you try really hard and you want everything to be perfect, but everyone's wants and needs are different. Oh my god, you made me cry, you son of a bitch! Everybody boo that man!
Everyone
I've been fine, I haven't
Lupac.
cried at all, and I read 0 more tunes, and I cried.
Hugs for everyone.
Boo that man! Boo! Don't actually though, we love Lupac.
Yeah, no, Lupac's the best.
Oh no! Just I've had literally hundreds of such
been amazing.
nice messages. We've got like 41 fucking quote tweets. I don't fucking know how to swear. I can't even read. We got all these quote tweets of people saying lovely things. I've just got so many replies of just people
62.
saying, I met my friends here. I met my partner here. Did you know that Valkyrie and Kat met at Twitch London? I didn't. Now they're engaged. That's a lot.
That's cute.
You know, Dan and Miss Cubby Kate met there, and like, there's so much, and that's all been fine. And I literally see no more tunes, and I'm like, ugh, I want to vomit and die. Oh, sabotage. But like all these nice messages, this is why English people are broken. We're brain broken. We can't handle it. A million nice messages, yeah, whatever. Fucking who fucking cares? One like meme, I'm dead. I'm fucking actually collapsed mentally and emotionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, we tried it. We did, I think, Twitch events like they're supposed to be done. We were inclusive. We were for everyone. Does that mean that the events are going to make everyone super duper happy and that the expectations are always going to be super high? Of course, I mean, yes, it's Twitch, isn't it? Like, if it's not perfect, someone will bitch. But I'm so proud of what we did, and I think that we really do We've done events better than anyone else.
Yeah.
Without having a company fucking fund everything. It was all self-funded. I don't think people realize that. I think that people don't realize that we didn't have a company or a person or Twitch funding us. We had to go out and get the money ourselves.
And that was the thing. I think that was also something that stopped us. Was we all had a passion for running events, and as funding just became harder and harder and harder to get, and you spent months and months and months trying to nail down a sponsor who eventually went, I'm not going to sign the contract. We're not going to come. When that happened, it just ended up being that all we were doing was just running around shaking people down for money and trying to get money and trying to secure funding more than we were actually planning the event.
You are one of my favorite pair of streamers that I've come across, and I'm a baby to your stream. I can't understand your loss, because I wasn't there, but I know the pain of losing something that was good because of something out of your control. You two are lovely, sweet, and I really suck at saying nice things.
No, you don't.
But I have loved every moment I've been here.
You don't suck.
Well,
That's
Evan,
super kind.
You're joining us at a time where, whilst we are losing Twitch London, you are entering into sort of Fremily 3.0.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say you're a baby to the stream, but I'm not gonna lie, you feel like a complete full community member. Like it's incredible to me how like quickly people can just like ingratiate themselves into the community and just feel like they're part of the furniture, you know?
Hey, old Raven.
Yeah, we've just ended Twitch London. But the thing is, right, is that I think it's 4.0. Well, I think 1 was Oshi 7. Which is like Fremily 0.0.
Yeah.
0.0.
Yeah, so I kind of go like Fremily 1 was just me on my own. Well, actually, it was 07, me and Emily. And then, yeah. So I don't include just me on my own because it's not Fremily. You know what I mean? It's just Fred.
Yeah, that was like a proto-Frem. But, yeah, the thing is yeah, it's really sad, but it's also been 6 really good years. Like, in all the ways that this could end, being like, dude, it was just looking into this fucking cost of living crisis and just feeling like even asking people to travel down to an event, well, I'm going to have to be cutting corners to make it good. That sucks. You know? Like, that's like
also asking people to spend London prices.
Yeah, come down, spend London prices, and then not feel like it's worth the travel.
People would say to me and Emily, like, "Oh, like, can you make it more affordable? Can you make the prices?" Like, dude, what can I do about that? Like, what do you want me to? Do you want me to like go up to fucking Sheffield and buy a pint there and bring it down for you?
Bring it down, yeah.
At the end of the day,
yeah. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. We didn't end up with a lawsuit and a half-assed attempt at a foam pit. I never had to use my event insurance Thousands of pounds spent on event insurance, but you never had to use it, and that feels really good.
£10 million of liability. Never used, never touched.
Woo! We love to see it. And a lot of that is huge props to Sophie and Ben, who spent an unbelievable amount of time thinking about the flow of people, where they're going to come in and out, thinking about, like, safety. Sophie just running around doing fucking, what's it even called? Looking for danger? Looking for danger.
Risk assessment.
Risk assessment. Danger looking.
Hey, copycat.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, no. So, she spent so long risk assessing, fucking taping, poking. I mean, she's the only one who injured herself because she leapt off the stage rather than using the stairs. So, you know, she knew what the risk was.
Mate, yes. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget Sophie being on that stage, going to jump, and as she bent her knees to jump, I went, no! And then she hopped.
Gutted I didn't go to Factory Reset now. I was going to go to the winter meetup.
Well, that's all you get.
I guess not now, but seeing the stories, the friendships made, and the resilience of a great community gives me hope.
We're still going, just slowly.
He's old.
Slowly.
Right. So here's how I see it. Version 0.5 beta, Oshi 7. 1.0 The Mold Room. 2.0 The Box. 2.5 Start of Twitch LDN. And then 3.0 This Flat, hiring on more people for LDN. Now for 4.0, the future after LDN, where you move to a nice countryside house with 3 goats, 5 hens,
and a border collie.
John,
it may happen.
I tell you what, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that in England. Yeah. It won't be the English countryside.
We're gonna have a countryside full of roosters.
I do have an announcement for you guys, though. So we, unfortunately, Twitch London's over, and that does mean that we had to say, we had to professionally part ways with our good pal Ben.
Oh, by the way, made me sad again. Ben was the best. Ben was the best. He's so good. If anyone here does like events and needs someone, just hire Ben. He's the best.
Please
Every job I threw at Ben, Ben was like, amazing. I'm gonna learn how to do that right now.
I just want to say, I've never met anyone who was able to like pick up information and process it quicker than Ben. It was honestly astounding. Ben and Sophie, like Sophie's memory and her ability to like have multiple. So I'm a single-threaded processor, but I got a high clock speed, right? My brain will like do one thing, but it will do it really fucking fast. Sophie is like a fucking 64-thread processor. She can do like 1,000 things, and she'll remember everything. She's got like 100 gigabytes of RAM, and it's absolutely insane. Like, I can't believe it. Ben is literally, I don't know how he does it, but he's got this like ability to just be told something once and just instantly know what it is and get his head around it and sort of understand it. And his ability to sort of like, for one, his organization kept me and Emily like saved us so many times. Ben is the most organized man I've ever met in my life. And organization is basically the linchpin of reliability. So if you guys ever need someone who's reliable, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need someone who can just solve problems, Dan, come to the Prime, 5 months.
Thank you so much.
I highly recommend Ben. I've never met anyone like Ben who's able to sort of do it. We brought him on to Twitch London because he was interested in it. Like, when your friend says, yo, I want to help out of this, you take it seriously, right? Man, I didn't realize how much of a good fit he'd be. It's absolutely wild.
Well, I cannot tell you the number of people who said to me, oh, I'd love to work on Twitch London. And then at the third Twitch London, the one that was sponsored by PUBG, Summer Bash, Ben was like dancing at the event and was like, oh, Em, I'd love to. He was pretty drunk, and he was like, Em, I'd love to fucking work on this. Like, if you ever need someone. And I was like, God, so many people have said that to me, but that was the one time where I looked at someone and I was like, yes.
Grace Kitty with the 33 months
Thank
Prime.
You so much for the Prime. It was the one time where somebody had said that to me and I was like, why didn't I see this before?
Can we start a final Twitch
LDN train pause champ?
Jack, can we get some Twitch 564 party?
Fucking proud of all of you, Oshi love.
Thanks, Dean.
I think we can peachy poggies.
Jetstorm, you're the best. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You're legends. You're fine as hell, and I love you. Thank you so much for the hype train. So the thing is, right, was... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Can we play Country Roads? Don't stop!
Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party.
Brace yourself, then. Brace yourself.
564 party.
You guys are...
Chat.
Scam train.
I'm not braced.
Elvis McGill with 25
Twitch
gifted subs.
560 for party.
Thank you. You're a friggin' legend.
564.
Twitch
Elvis.
564 party. Twitch 564 party. Twitch 564 party. Twitch 564 party. Twitch
I don't know if you guys know how many 25 is.
It's so many.
Have you ever tried holding 25 of almost
How to sell
anything?
the
It's
Twitch
impossible.
London accounts to some Chinese firm who buy accounts for interactions and make one last lil bag.
Let's do it. Kidding, joking. Just JK.
Say
Say
Bossy,
Bossy,
with
thank you
5
so much for the
gifted.
5. You're amazing.
Twitch
Tom.
564 party. Twitch
Just a joke.
564 party. Twitch 564
I
party.
joke
Twitch
and then look, I can never be
564
responsible for
party.
things I say in my chat. You reckon you could carry 25 bottles of wine? Yeah, you try it, mate. You try it. You'll be in a pickle.
Guys, you absolutely wild.
Love you too. Saw the video.
Hey, Steve.
Totally understand how difficult it is to run events, especially pouring your heart and soul into it. You are legends and should be proud.
We are proud. We are definitely proud.
Oh my god.
8 events, 0
Everything's
broken
good.
backs.
Woo!
Oh my god, how the...
Mr. Jazz, 0 COVID, 0 broken
We
backs.
never got... no one ever got COVID at our events. I stood outside for 5 hours and made sure. Me and Emily did.
Yeah, literally.
I missed half the...
That annoyed me so much. Chicken.
Guys, thank you.
Tom. You're a legend. Yeah, that conflu was rough.
Taz,
That wasn't good.
Mr. Jizz. Oh my god, that conflu though. Jesus Christ.
Dishonored 2 for Red Pixie chat. We do game giveaways when we get gifted subs, when we get hype trains. If you are new here, just know all you need to do is follow and type in !enter. Tasman coming in with a gifted sub to Mr. Jez. All you need to do is make sure you're following and type in !enter. That is the only requirement. No need to be a sub or anything like that. We've got a ton of different games on the wheel. They're all glorious. So yeah, if you'd like to win one, !enter, follow, that's it. If you are a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub, do nothing. You're automatically entered. Woohoo!
Man, you guys ran 8 in-person events and 15 digital ones. I know a certain company that could use some expertise. They only run one a year and always ends up being sketch. That's right. The Game Awards
I'm not gonna lie, I've been to some
X0R6ZT
events and I've
people.
been like, well, I'm just saying, this kind of sucks.
Did we ever tell you guys that like the Twitch tried to poach Emily?
Can't have me.
They tried. They at one point they were like, "Yo, can we get her for TwitchCon?" And Emily was like, "I don't want to work for Twitch. I want to work for myself." But yeah, straight up, snap egg, you and your emotes, dude. That's fucked up. In the arms of an angel.
Wait, do I have any?
You've got like a choir, I think, somewhere.
I'm out of touch. Oh no.
Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party.
Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party.
Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party, Twitch 564 party.
Twitch 564 party, Twitch 5.
It's over. Thank God.
Twitch London was great.
It was
The one
so
thing
good.
that bothers me is we never had Twitch London Thought Park. I should try and tell everyone who used to work on like the Twitch London events, like, let's all meet at Thought Park. Let's go. Sorry, I'm on a game giveaway. We can finally do it. Dude, a review on our first event, and it became a meme ever since, was that somebody said it was fun. It was good, but it wasn't as good as Thought Park.
It was no Twitch. It was no Thought Park. Yes, shut up. No.
You're going to play it.
Okay, okay.
Reminder of how talented Ben is.
Hey,
also,
chat.
prepared to cry, probably.
I appreciate. I'm gonna get rid of this box. That's right.
My pizza. Yeah, it's fine. I'm really full. As you can see, I'm handling this extremely well. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. You're all legends. I love you. No lemons, that's so funny.
Choo choo.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you so much for the hype train and the emotes. I mean, the tier 7 is ridiculously huge. Thank you.
Yes.
You're all legends.
Yep. It's not alcoholic.
Oh, tastes like medicine. Claps to Ben! It's not alcoholic. It's squash and lemonade. And if you're American, you don't know what squash is. I know what to tell you.
Get a cocktail from the Rumpy Pumpy. The most recent
the Rumpy
update.
Pumpy was great. No, I'm really, really proud, and I felt so melancholy because when we were ending that last event, I was like, "Bro, we're gonna really have to sit down and look and see what we can do."
Yeah.
Right. Dan, explain to her what squash is. I can't be translating everything to Americans all the time.
No, squash is not. Yeah, it's dilute. It's how to put it.
Diluting juice, as they call it in Scotland.
Concentrate.
We need Brits. We need every Brit to grab an American and explain it to them. Okay.
Every American I've ever met has tried cordial squash, like Ribena, has been like, "Yo, this shit's crack."
Yeah, in Scotland they just call it diluting juice, which is hilarious.
Well, on the bright side now, no one has to stream 6 months minimum to go to another event. Oshi.
Tefernika's won the USB stick.
What? Oh, I really thought I was like, we're giving away. I was like, who's sending out predatory USB sticks?
Yeah.
Like, oh god. So, okay, one. Yes, Bloomsbury Scam Top was a pile of cunt. They know that though. Yeah, they contacted me and were like, stop giving. You gave us a bad review.
Begging for us to get a Google review.
I hate you.
Apparently they lost a bunch of work, and I was like, that's what $5,000 cost you. Still $5,000 for me. I'll cost you more than that, bruv. You know what I mean?
Absolute bellends. Anyway.
You're lucky I didn't go down and burn down your tent. Not that I ever would.
No.
Not that I ever would.
But you're lucky.
But you're lucky. You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
If I was less controlled...
Yeah, the Yanks are drinking cordial without adding water. Probably like it. First was London, I ended up at Lupac's hotel drinking. Same thing happened at the last. Oh. But yeah, I was really sad while it was happening. I'm not going to lie. I was like, shit, I don't know if we're going to do another one. And I was worried about it. And yeah. Chrome Creepers. 48 months. Florence. Florence. Are you okay?
Florence is sneezing behind us.
She has had 4 sneezes.
What's up?
Thank you. Did I actually have the courage to come say hi this year? Yes! No one should ever be scared to say hi to me. I'm a delight.
I'm very approachable.
But yeah, I forgot what I was fucking talking about. Becky Frost drinks Rumpy Pumpy.
I'm very approachable.
Rumpulus Pumpulus. Friends, I'm looking scary. Lupac's fucking hotel room drink times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, it's some of the best times. We always wanted the Twitch London to be the after party that you didn't get invited to that you wish you did, and I think a lot of people did treat it like that. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect. But I don't think anyone's done it as good. Even TwitchCon, I think, it was so nice to basically just be like everyone's on a level. There are partner streamers, there are affiliates, there are viewers, there are industry folk. And everyone just was like, yo, what's up? How's it going? Just got along. I never saw a situation where someone was like, ugh. Well, there was actually this one person who wanted the partner-only area.
Oh, my God. No, I was going to complain about... who was I going to complain about?
The person 6 months.
Yeah, so this one guy was like, oh, I didn't like Twitch London because I came to Twitch London and there were too many, non-streamers there. And I was like, yeah, because if you're a streamer, what is this, Mixer? You need viewers too. If you're a streamer and no one's watching you, what's the point? So I was like, yes, people want to come and meet streamers. And I was like, also, as much as viewers are part of the, environment, so, and, the community, so are, mods and devs and all these other things. So, I thought that was really dumb, but he said, oh, yeah, people need to have, a requirement that they've streamed for 6 months to get a ticket, and they also have to have a requirement that they would have streamed X amount in the last 6 months. And so Fred checked it and was like, but, mate, by your own standards, you wouldn't have been able to come to the event. And then he got all pissy! I'm pretty sure he ended up...
I think we got blocked.
Matilda, I think he blocked Fred. Hey, Flo. Can you step past the gym water bottle? Are you able to? I believe in you. And I just found that really funny.
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was the best. I was like, dude, your own restrictions would bar you from attending the event.
Yeah, and then he was like, well, massive dick in the Come here.
I'm just trying to start some sort of Twitch classism.
I have had some of the funniest conversations I've ever had in my life at Twitch London, though. Truly. Just some of the shit people say to you is fucking hilarious.
They'll just say
I don't
anything,
remember who
man.
it was, and I don't have any beef with this person. But I remember at one point at, the first VIP event back after COVID, this guy was like, oh, you've, accidentally arranged the biggest Satisfactory streamer meetup that we've ever had. And I was like, oh, sick, that's really cool. That's kind of what the events are about. And he was like, you played Satisfactory before, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, but it was too much for you. And I was like, no, I just didn't like it as much. I don't know. Just. I was like, I'm a variety streamer. We jump around in games. We don't just get into one thing. And he was like, and I was like, mate, I was like, fucking arrange a tube. What do you think is wrong with you? Fucking tube
Satisfactory
hoarders.
Wasn't exactly a hard game. It was just a long game.
It just wasn't 100% my jam.
No, and it gave
so
you...
I played it for a week.
No,
and
you got
then,
aura migraines.
And I also got aura migraines.
It was one of those games that just gave you aura migraines because it had some sort of weird head bob, even though you turned the head bob off.
Ah! Florence, you've lost one treat. This is
Okay,
tragic.
for dinner. Thanks for the lovely words, folks.
Woo!
Guys, give Ben all the love in the world. Ben was literally the linchpin of the last event. If it wasn't for Ben, there wouldn't have been a last event. So make sure you give him maximum love.
Ben.
What a G.
Ben.
What an absolute G.
Oh, Florence, come back and get another treat, you idiot. Chat, it's the top of the hour giveaway.
Hey, chat, if you want to win a free
I should have done more giveaways for Elvis McGill as well, so I'm going to press because Elvis McGill gifted so many subs.
Elvis, we love
and
you,
we
dude.
only won one giveaway for it.
Actually, I need to give Elvis a quick message. I think 25 gifted subs is deserving of a
t-shirt.
Of a
Yeah,
t-shirt.
chat, we're going to be doing some Twitch t-shirt giveaways because I got a lot of t-shirts and I got no home for them. Twitch don't want them back, so before anyone's like... There will be t-shirt giveaways.
Yeah.
Did you see this cardboard box behind me? That's just absolutely full to the brim with Twitch t-shirts.
Went to read Fred's review, but it was only 1 star, no words. Oh, did they remove my words? For Bloomsbury Big Top.
No, it wasn't for the Big Top. It was for the
For
their company, Awesome Events, I think it was. It might have timed out by now. I don't know how long reviews stay relevant. Yeah, because look, they have 2 reviews. They have 2 reviews, and
I bet you they just deleted their old business on Google and just remade it.
which makes sense. It was years ago now. Yeah, look, a month ago. So I think they deleted it and then send link. What, you want to give them bad review? No, it's fine. They suck, but realistically, Florence doesn't want any more treats.
This is a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the guy who was a right cunt who worked there is basically gone now. So
Fuck them. They were really... But the main guy was a right cunt, too, because he was basically... Florence isn't coming back. I don't know. But yeah, the guy that we were working with them, he... Like, the main guy was like, oh, why would I scam you for $6,000 or $5,000? $6,000, I think. Why would I do that? Because I'm so rich, I don't need that money. And I was like, well, then you're still doing it, though, aren't you? And he was like... They were shit, though. The fact that they made me prepay the entire minimum spend... That's not what a minimum spend is. I knew, but yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, pay us the minimum, dude."
But they were also
pay us the minimum spend before the event, or we're gonna cancel the event.
And everyone's already booked their hotels and travel and stuff, so I couldn't put that on people.
Dude, it was so much money.
Wait, what's happened to Dietz? I'm seeing some pogers from Dietz. I don't really see it.
Dietz won bridge constructor.
Oh, that's cute.
Nice job there, Dietz.
Yay.
Hey chat, there's another game giveaway. Again, guys, we do giveaways all the time on the stream. If you guys want to win a free game, there's some AAA games on there, there's some indie games on there. Basically, there's a bunch of good stuff. All you got to do is be following the stream and then type exclamation mark enter. If you are a tier 2 or a tier 3, you are entered into every giveaway regardless of whether you're here or not. So if you're a tier 2 at the very least, like Imp, who is tier 2, he has actually won 2 games. Imp hasn't probably ever typed exclamation mark enter into this chat ever. And he probably isn't here for most of the giveaways, but he still wins games because he's a tier 2, and the tier 2s are Gs.
I was gonna say as well, I will be putting some more t-shirts on the wheel. We've got a bunch that we need to send out from September, which I think are gonna go out tomorrow, and then we are going to do some fun giveaways with them because I need to get rid of 1 million Twitch t-shirts.
Yeah, I might do a thing for like Christmas where it's like, you give us a gift, we give you a gift, which is basically like, I don't know, maybe like every 5 gifted subs gets a t-shirt, limited to 1 per person. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. That's made up. Fred just invented that.
Just literally just now invented that.
But we will think about it. Basically, the only issue I have is I need to, before I start giving things away, I need to check how many of what we've got in each size. Because the last thing I want to do is like run giveaways and then not have all the sizes available.
Actually have an announcement.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, we have unfortunately Ben no longer is a part of our like professional circle. Yes. Ben is awesome, by the way. So again, if you guys have anything for Ben, make sure you give him a contact. Ben's he's awesome.
Still one of our best ever pals. He lives down the road.
We're actually going to meet him after this.
Yeah, we're actually going to end the stream early so that we can go for a drink, and we're also going to his wedding this spring, so yay.
But we are proud to announce that we are announcing
excited
that Sophie,
yes,
Dame Bello in chat, will be joining Fremily Enterprises. Yes. She'll be helping out with a lot of stuff, basically help us organize it with organization, help us with like getting prizes sent out to people, help us with like emails, sponsorships, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So Sophie's not going anywhere, guys. She's going to be sticking around.
Yes, it's really, really awesome. It was actually something that I've been thinking about for a while, is that Sophie is very organized and also very knowledgeable in the gaming space. And so, yeah, I'm glad you guys don't have to be worried for her. She's coming on with us. You
got a secretary after the last 8 years of me telling you to let's fucking
go.
Yeah, so Sophie is now manager. She will not accept any other role. I keep on calling her PA, personal
She's like,
assistant.
manager. But then that's how she ended up being. That was one of the things I got in trouble with Twitch about. Sophie kept referring to herself as the creative director of Twitch London. And literally they were like, that sounds too serious. You can't have a creative director. And Sophie's like, I'll be the whatever the fuck I say I want to be. I'm the fucking creative director.
Can I speak to the manager? Yeah.
So someone said, and so the mods have known this for about
Sophie is
24
also
hours.
very good at dealing with difficult people. Sounds like the perfect op for Sophie.
Wait,
Congrats,
like
Sophie.
I'm the difficult people.
We love you.
But yeah, so the mods have known about. For complete transparency, the mods actually found out all of this yesterday. We thought like the mods have done so much for Twitch London and stuff like that.
Also, it's going to spill over into the stream, so it's good to let them know like what's happening, so that they don't like start the stream and everyone's like, "What's going on?" and they're like, "I don't fucking know."
And someone said, "Oh, I can't believe Sophie's going to be the first paid mod." Just to clarify, Sophie will not be a moderator in a stream
ever.
No,
Sophie is not a moderator.
No.
If that ever happens, it'll be because I've had to make her an editor for some purpose.
Yeah.
No. No. Sophie will be helping us like reply to emails. Sophie will be helping us send out gifts for Mugmas and things like that, because that can be really difficult to organise.
Well, one of the things I want to do more of is approach companies and do giveaways for Christmas and like get maybe like I don't know, like HyperX or Quartermaster or Overclockers or someone to basically work with us.
Sophie will be helping us secure giveaways for you guys. Sophie, all the things that we usually do, just better because we have another person who can still be doing stuff while we're streaming. I think it's going to be really good for us. We have a lot of content and a lot of ideas that we want to produce, and Sophie is really just going to help us sort of streamline that process. Merch giveaway, I do not see why not. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw for Ghost Dragon, this is delightful. So, you know, we are going to be working on... Float is such a good girl. She's genuinely the sweetest girl.
She's meowing. She's like doing like big meows.
It's because she wanted treats
I don't know if she wants treats or she needs a litter tray scooped. I'm not sure.
Will you be keeping a schedule now?
Will you be keeping a schedule now?
Well, that is actually something, yes, that we are working in the direction of, in the sense
it's
that...
not you, Emily. We all know Fred's a bit of a fucking diva. If he doesn't get his avocado toast and share much a lot with extra frap and two white monsters, he just goes rampaging around the house, scaring flawed children, crying, cops outside on megaphones, etc.
Literally, the helicopter that was over the flat only 2 days ago was definitely after one of Fred's Frappuccino-based rampages. He doesn't even drink coffee. He just likes to know he's got the power, you know? So, yeah, she might need her tray scooped. She doesn't like it when she's like... Hey, Dragula, how you doing?
This is definitely a please scoop my tray, father situation.
Father, this is not for strokes. This is not for treats.
There we go.
Florence.
She jumped up into my lap.
Good girl. Good girl. I'm touching it. Dad, fix it.
Honestly,
people will know I've used it.
The tray has to be immaculate.
Yeah, she has 2 trays, and they both need to be good.
We actually have a biological cat litter tray, cat litter. So basically, it's really cool because just flush it down the load.
It's corn, stride corn.
Stride corn. Yeah, she loves it.
Tushtisha, come to a mailbox near you. Oh my god. Yeah. So what was I going to say? I have become confused. Will we be keeping a schedule now? Yes.
Who's the diva we're Praden? No, he streams Tuesday to Sunday on Twitch.
Oh my god, Fred just went, Jesus! She logged out? Oh my god! Poop of a lifetime? Fred's like, what the fuck? I don't like those automated litter trays. A friend of ours has one. They're really, really big. They're like 3 foot high, and 2 foot wide. They're really noisy and they don't get that clean. If you have a lot of cats, I totally get it. But with one cat, it's good that we just keep scooping. But clearly she just used it and she's embarrassed. She's like, I don't want people seeing and smelling this. I don't want to smell it. It's gone.
I'm traumatized.
Oh my god, was it that bad?
Oh my god, it's huge. It's like I took a shit in it. Christ.
The emotions are best with Flo's
She's so small. Yeah. Where does it come from? Anyway, but yeah. So
yeah,
basically,
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the automated ones. They smell because they got rubber on the inside.
Like the one.
It's just not my vibe.
At the end of the day, I don't. Really, I want to get the poo poo and the pee pee in the bathroom and flush it. I don't want to have bags or it sitting around. It's gross. Anyway, so schedule-wise, yes, we were trying our best to aim for a schedule. Right now, for the next couple of months, me and Emily are going to be prioritizing our physical health.
Well, that is 100% factual. That is accurate and factual. Fred and I have both been working out. It's been really good.
Well, I think it's really important. Basically,
but what I was going to say is that as we sort of onboard Sophie more and we get into good rhythms with that stuff more, because Sophie's only just really come over to start doing Fremily stuff. We've only just rounded out all the Twitch London stuff. So that being said, I do think that we will be moving in the direction of having a really set schedule and really organized stuff. Same with more organized YouTube uploads and things like that. But you've got to give it a little bit of time for all of the organization to come together. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, basically. But yeah, it's all going to come together. But basically, for right now, the immediate future, physical health is taking a priority. I think me and Emily really want to prioritize that. And then second is going to be Salem. No. Ryan Reynolds has been around, is all I'm saying. Christ, right on this eating more fiber. So basically, physical health is coming in because basically over the last, not without going into any detail, but mental health has definitely been a thing recently in the last couple of years. COVID obviously didn't help, and Twitch London was so stressful. Like keeping Twitch London going through COVID, through 2 years of lockdown, was insane.
Then also before that was insane.
And also before that was insane.
Been insane the whole
Emily
time.
burnt out. The thing you guys might remember, the 2 months where I streamed on my own over the New Year. Emily basically burnt out. That's what we sort of like. But yeah, Sophie's also been struggling with mental health throughout COVID. She was going into the office and sitting in the office for like 8 hours a day by herself,
on her own,
in like a closed room with no windows.
Safety, not
So
bad.
she was suffering with that. Basically, it's mental health has not been the best. So right now, it's me, Sophie, and Emily are focusing on physical health to basically combat mental health. I'm still going to therapy. Emily's had a therapy. She might go again in the future. I don't know. I don't know, but like, maybe. But basically, it's been a tough ride. It's been a tough few years. So basically, what I really want to focus on right now is making. I don't think we can be our best streamers if we're not our best people. And I think I'm gonna really work on making us into nice, healthy, well-rounded individuals who can lift fucking heavy weights, because everyone wants to be a bodybuilder.
Ain't no one want to lift no heavy ass weight.
Exactly.
No, I will say that.
But yeah, schedule.
Yes.
Yo,
Pizza Pixie!
Thank you very much for 5 gifted subs.
Chicken Biscuit, Mitford, The Mad Pony, Trickshot Bob, and Kawaii Hokage. Hokage.
Yeah.
Yes! Welcome to the Mug Life. Welcome to the way of the Dragonflex.
Guys, please give that up. And that is a game giveaway. If you guys
I pressed the button and I ran 2 by accident.
Pizza Pixie gets 2 game giveaways. So if you guys want to win a free game, type an exclamation point enter, but make sure you're following first. Follow and then type an exclamation point enter.
Yeah, so basically, this will mean that everything's going to be more organized. I'm basically the worst because I hold myself to essentially impossible standards. I need to work both my jobs, and I need to make sure I've got new and interesting content coming out, and I need to make sure I've got YouTube videos happening. I need to make sure that I've, that I am posting on social media. I need to make sure that I'm hitting the gym. I need to make sure I'm cooking fresh meals, and it just gets a lot,
too much
right?
for one person.
So having this kind of vent where, because that was the thing, right, with the decision of ending Twitch London, we're like, well, what are we going to do? Because Ben was part-time, he's got other work that he can go back into more, even though it's not his ideal work. But obviously Sophie was full-time, and at the same time I did feel like it was really important to Fred and I that we don't just come out of this and go, okay, well, Twitch London's over and Fremily carries on as normal. Like, Fremily, I really want to improve and get better, and I feel like there's so much good content that we can create. And so with Sophie, like, helping us sort of organize that stuff, it gives us all a lot of freedom. So, I will tell you guys, when Sophie's got her first sponsor deal, Fremily's dead. Long live Fromopolline! Yeah. So I feel like I want to give our content some, like, room to breathe. I know that we're really entertaining. I know people like it. I've got a bunch of ideas that I've just never had time to put.
There's no way we could have done this for 10 years without us being good at what we do. You know what I mean? We have seen streamers come, blow up, and die. Blow up is in terms of like numbers.
Blow up and die.
We've seen, and like we have been consistent, man. We've always been here, and we've run 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies, and yeah, it's basically
streamers come in, blow up and die.
Yeah, some streamers are really mad about the 50-50 split. A bit of a,
but
a contra joke.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is?
No one's saying that. That's for sure, GG, friend. But Fred's right. He's trying to say, what he was trying to say was that we have created content for like 10 years and we've always been successful, and that must mean that we're good at what we do.
It has to mean, yeah. There's no other way. So basically, gonna try really hard, keeping to a schedule going forward, making sure that we're like being kind to ourselves also at the same time, and not holding ourselves to ridiculous standards, and really just being.
So we're gonna look fine as hell.
Also,
next summer we're gonna be like.
I'm not gonna lie, Jack. I'm seeing changes in my own body. I'm seeing changes in Emily's body. I'm not gonna lie. It turns out when you go to the gym and you do fucking big heavy ass weights, like apparently it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fred's beard keeps me here. Good. Well, good. I'll make sure the beard. We are fuzzing up for winter. Just so you guys.
It does feel good. I'm really happy with it.
What, the beard?
No, I meant the it's a good feeling, right, from Dan Carlian about lifting heavy-ass weights. Because if there's somebody who has been lifting heavy-ass weights here, it's Dan.
What's up,
the body keeps the score. Exactly. No, I've done the burnout thing and the bad health thing, and it really... I mean, fuck, I nearly fucking fucked up my optic nerves. Just a whole thing that I didn't want to talk about. It doesn't matter. God. That is done. And I'm proud of everything that we did, and I do not feel like we did anything wrong. I don't feel like we ever let ourselves down. I feel like I was proud of everything we produced right until the last, and I am honoured that I got to meet so many fucking amazing people through it. And I'm honestly amazed that it lasted 6 years. Like, when you think about it, even ignoring, like, COVID and all that shit, keeping this going for all these years, crazy.
No, we've made some really good friends, and honestly, one of my biggest privileges is basically being able to be a small part in the facilitation of other streamers meeting each other and promoting the UK scene.
Yeah.
It's I'm not gonna not trying to make this a focus of the criticism of Twitch, but being a European streamer, being a UK streamer, has always felt like being a second-class streamer, and we have me and Emily.
Done one of these today. You do? You don't? She won't. She take. You take? Do you take? No.
No, she doesn't like him.
She does sometimes. She gets into the duck mini strip occasionally. Do you want Bicky instead, Flo?
Give it to me.
Give Florence the Bick. I have a moist strip of duck. You did everything we could. Yes, we did everything we could without completely fucking ourselves over. And also slightly fucking ourselves over. You know, you didn't give it your all until you slightly fucked yourself. Multiple times.
Ripped my fucking skin.
She got overexcited. Yeah, she had her paw on you, and then she's like,
okay, well, my leg's bleeding. That's fine. I hope someone has bought two of you a very strong cider of 5 today. It's okay. We made the decision a long time ago.
Yeah, well, okay, I have cried a bunch. I will
Emily
admit
has
that.
cried.
I will admit that.
Well, we didn't make it a long time ago.
No,
we made
it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how many weeks ago, a few weeks ago. But basically, we sat down, did the thing, decided, then you've got to pull everything together. I got to make a video. I got to do all the social posts. I got to cry. Yeah.
Drag you out, I can only imagine, dude.
Yes.
So, chat, look, listen, at the end of the day, I think Sophie said it best when she said, don't cry because it's over, be happy because it happened.
And we're actually going to go and meet up with Ben and have some drinks.
Tom,
yes.
Thank you for the kind words on Twitter, by the way, Tom. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Thank
you. You and Jeremy, actually, you both said really nice things.
And I did also want everyone to know, because I know people started asking, once we decided looking into winter 2022, I just couldn't see a way of making it happen. And then I was like, look, we need to get everything in order. We need to inform Twitch. We need to do all that stuff. But then we need to ensure that people know before they start going, oh, it's usually around this time, so I'm going to try and be in London. Or, and people were starting to ask, when's it happening? When's it happening? And I was like, yeah, that's fair. I get it. But also, we need to ensure that we've got everything in place so that we can tell the community properly. The last thing I wanted was for there to be a leak, or for me to have to rush it and not explain myself properly. Because I didn't want to feel like there was anyone's fault. It was just a bunch of stuff that just came together. Do you know what I mean?
I've had really nice pictures from the other meetups. Winnipeg were really cool. Cologne, the Cologne meetup were saying we were inspiration for them. And I'm like, do you know what? Fuck it. I might try and make it out to Cologne for one of those meetups.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I love Cologne.
Well, they could probably arrange it around Gamescom. There's no doubt.
No, there's no doubt. So yeah.
Yeah. You never even got to beg us for drink tickets. Absolutely disastrous. But yeah, I don't feel like it's choosing to end it when it needed to be done was the right move. I don't feel like it's a failure. I feel like 6 years of doing something as difficult as this successfully is a massive success. But I am sad because there is a feeling of losing some friends, or, people that I'm not going to see as much. There is also huge relief. I'm definitely focusing in on the sad stuff today from the perspective of organizing this shit. My God. And I will say that over the years, this stuff has gotten harder and harder. We had to lean more and more into the stream, even just to get sponsors to pay for Twitch London and all that kind of stuff. I just felt like I had more passion for my content than I ended up having for the events, because all of the growth, I mentioned in the video, all of the stuff I was trying to do, the live music events, because people, one of the complaints people had was they didn't like stuff that was always focused around alcohol, which I understand. Not everybody drinks, not everybody likes that. That's fine. that the alcohol is how we paid for half the events, because companies like venues would go, yeah, I'll give you a good deal because you're going to get loads of people in boozing it up, right? But at the same time, the like all the stuff I wanted to do, like hosting an outdoor movie night and things like that was all going and it was underway, and we knew how much it was going to cost, and we were trying to ship it around to sponsors, and all of that stuff had to fall apart. And I felt like that really like knocked the energy out from under us, because the same time that we opened the London office and the same time we got Sophie and Ben on board was the same time that COVID started. And
yeah, it's just
that sucks, because if we could have just like gone small and then grown up again, but then maybe it would have never have come back without the digital events to remind people. You know, like I don't know, but it was wild and it was weird and it was sad. You run events for a pandemic, a global economic crisis, and a Tory government, and fucking Brexit, fucking asshole bastard. Brexit fucked me again.
Yeah, Brexit fucked
once again. Yes, it's hard to imagine harder circumstances.
If any one of those things hadn't happened, it might not have been as. It was three.
Is it okay if I tweet out in all caps, Brexit killed Twitch London?
That's fine.
I feel like I want to blame Brexit for more stuff.
Hard to imagine harder circumstances. I know, right? Like all those things make a really great time for Twitch, because everyone's like indoors, being like, all right, well, my entertainment, I've cancelled my TV, my entertainment's now Twitch. But like, Christ, you know, like on streaming wise, it's been great. We had lots of new viewers. The viewer count's gotten better. Subscriber count, obviously, look, 1723 is fat as fuck, man. Fatter than my booty. And but like, Jesus Christ, like, do IRL stuff.
Mugs,
fuck me.
Such. Yeah. I mean, I will say I know a bunch of people as well have been like, when are we doing mug meetups again and stuff like that, and that is definitely on the agenda. Maybe next year that's something we'll look into. Can't guarantee it, can't promise it, but we've done them in the past, and that's like 10 people in a fucking Weatherspoons.
Hey
Not
guys.
Weatherspoons though.
No, never spoons. It's gonna be like, hey guys, we're meeting up at this pub at this time at this date. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. If it just ends up being me, Emily, and Dean, that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's more than fine.
You
that's
say
great.
that, and 800 people are going to turn up?
No, that's not fucking covering 100 people. No, stop.
But that's going to be like so simple, man. It's going to be like, we're just going to like fucking just crash a fucking pub, and then I haven't got to do any of the planning. Oh my God, are there enough chairs? Who cares? Stand. You know what I mean? Couldn't give a shit.
Give me a dartboard and booze.
Spoons is only for crisis management.
Spoons. Yes.
No, we were talking to Tom.
My God.
We were talking to Tom, and we said he saw the event through the highs and the lows, and that was because he showed up. So Tom was actually one of the only people who was there from the very beginning. He came to the first event and he vlogged it. No, he didn't vlog it. He did the videography for it, which I love and was amazing. And he was like, yo, I'm trying to get into the scene, so it would be nice. And I was like, sure, come on down. Like, why not? So, yeah, what was really funny about that was that he then came down for the third one, and he was coming down to see the venue and get an idea of what it was going to be like, so that he could videographize it again and all this stuff. And he got there, and that was the meeting where the guy at the venue actually told Fred, because he didn't want to tell me because he was scared of me,
dude, that he was getting
Fred
evicted.
They were getting evicted, and the whole venue was shutting down, and there was nowhere for us to host the event. Like 3 weeks before the event happened, we found a new venue though.
We found a new venue, and that ended up being Summer Bash.
So funny, because Tom joined us and we ended up just walking down the road, sitting in Weatherspoons, like, what are we gonna fucking do? That was the day Tom truly became a member of the team.
Hey, Sheldon.
Because,
Dan Magic Roundabout literally met you for the first time to help you drag banners and shit across London.
Yes.
No, do we have banners at Magic Roundabout? I think
we had like 2.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think we had like 2 banners, 2 roller banners.
We sniped someone else's evening. There was like some gaming event going on in London on the same night we had Twitch London, and everyone bailed on that.
It was the EGX after party.
Everyone bailed on the EGX after party to come to our thing. I never felt so bad in my life. I was like,
dude,
whoops.
And then we had this big queue, and everyone was coming up to me and being like, how do we get this person in? Emily. Like, Twitch people are coming up, Emily, it's so important. This very important Twitch person is stuck outside. And I'm like, we're at capacity. So I'm having to, like, try and bribe the fucking security and be like, can you just let this one guy in? It was insane. That was a wild time.
Bearing in mind that we had, like, some informal handshake fucking agreement that we were going to host it there. So, like, the security were like, I don't know who you are.
Who are you?
And we were like, I work here, kind of. Not really.
I am. Yes.
Adulting, calling plumbers and preparing to have even more no money. Well, yes.
Yes.
Even more negative. But chat, I just want to let you guys know that I fucking love you guys. Thank you very much for like all the support over the years and coming, and everyone for being so amazing. Honestly, genuinely couldn't have done the Twitch London meetups without you guys, because Fremily did float Twitch London for a while, and honestly, you guys were the ones that came through doing our digital meetups. Like, you straight up made Twitch London. It was so nice to meet you guys. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely not going to be the last time I meet you guys. We're definitely going to arrange meetups again, not like Twitch London, just like meeting up, not capital M, eat, one word, ups, you know what I mean? Which is fucking what had to be. Meetups is not one word, Twitch.
Oh my god, yeah, if you added a space, you got in trouble. I don't want to get emails telling me I added a space. I can't spell. Leave me alone. Anyway.
Going full circle, look, Jordan, at the end of the day, when we're trying to host an event properly and we're getting quoted £14,000 for a car park in London, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it. And I was like, we literally like, oh yeah, 14 grand for a car park. I was like, okay, do you have power out here? Like, no. And I'm like, so you're literally charging me 14 grand for tarmac?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah.
It was more than one story is all I'm saying. Anyway, chat, the reason that I'm ending now is not because we usually end the stream now, but because I said I was going to go meet Ben for a pint at the Boozer Babes. So this has been the wrap up Twitch London stream. Thank you all for hanging out, crying, laughing, and eating pizza with me. And we will be back for a proper stream tomorrow where we'll be continuing Alan Wake Remastered.
Love you guys. Have a good night. Tom show love.
Giveaways.
Yeah, more Alan Wake tomorrow, guys.
Doing scary games.
Doing Overwatch illicitly.
Doing illicit. Why are we doing illicit Overwatch?
Because it's fun.
Late night illicit Overwatch.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. You guys can watch us maybe do a few of our placements and stuff like
that. But yeah, it's been really, really great. I love you guys tons, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for sitting with me through this. It's been a tough day, but you've all brought a real smile to my face. And everybody who has said nice things on social media, I fucking love you. I'm going to read those, and they're going to raise my spirits greatly.
No, John, no bananas being whipped out. Look, listen, it's illicit because it's a forbidden
Everything
game.
we do is.
Guys, I love you. Peace out. See you tomorrow. And honestly, thank you again, guys.